Okay, happy Friday, fifth graders. You made it. First week back from spring break. And as you know, our theme for this week is I know it all. Now, you've kind of got to see if you've been practicing the math. Do you actually know it all? Yes, it is in that brain. Yes, you've been taught it. You just got to dig it out, dig it out, dig it out. So, my encouragement to you, as is every day, please actually take the notes during math class and do the work, the 6 or 8 problems that I give you, because it's going to tell you what you know and what you don't know. So like part of today, like we're going to be doing now for probably the rest of the year, is we're going to correct last night's homework. So the homework isn't due in 2 or 3 days. We're actually checking it the next day. Why are we doing that? Because you already know how to do all this stuff. And I want to check it with you the next day, or have Miss Lindsay and Miss Smith check it with you the next day, so you can see then, oh, I skipped number 2. I still don't know how to do those. But then you're seeing us do it again. And then everything keeps spiraling around between that and studying these, so you at least know what to do when you see these kind of problems, or at least know what kind it is. That's how you can try to remember and pull out all of those things that you know, okay? I also have a update on the 3D printer that I'll share at the end, but let's get started. So, as usual, the theme for this week is Math, Week 31, I Know It All. Let's dive into the problem of the day, shall we? Oh, I got to move myself here. Here we go. Okay. All right, so this is the problem of the day. What I would like you to do is get out your notebook, label it Snow Cone Prep Day 4. Okay, instead of me switching over and then coming back, let's just put the problem up there. So write Snow Cone Day 4 up on the top of your notes. Miss Lindsay and Miss Smith can guide you. If you're at home, you heard me say it, or I'll write it in a second. And then write problem of the day, and please add fractions with unlike denominators. This was one of our big 4. So go ahead and do this problem, and then we will go ahead and go over the answers. All right, awkward pause because obviously Okay, so here we go. Let me grab a piece of paper here. Ugh. All right, so you probably already did this, so bear with me, sorry. Right, you got your 3-column notes. Today, I believe, is the 16th. Whoa, can't even see it. Today is the 16th. And we're going to write Snow Cone Prep Day 4. And then our POD, or problem of the day. And you know what? I didn't leave it up there. I think it was 8 3/4. Oh my gosh. How did I forget the problem of the day? Sorry. Let me go check quick. It was 8 1/3 plus 4 3/4. Okay, there we go. I should have wrote that first. Let's go back to our camera. Where did it go? Okay, there you go. So think of the things. First of all, I am going to get out my grape fraction bars. Because the first thing we're going to do is stack this. Okay, so let's stack it up and down. Remember, we cannot add anything unless it has a common denominator, because they're different sized pieces. So we stack it. Then I'm going to get out my delicious purple grape fraction bars. And then step 3 is I'm going to count by 3s and 4s, because remember, my goal is to get those to be the same. So 3 and 4, 3, 6, 9, 4, 8, no match yet. 4, 8, 12, there it is. Most of you probably already knew that it was going to be 12. Then we're on our next step, which is our 4x's. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now, why are these 4x's? Because we're making equivalent fractions, right? We're making a fraction that's equal. It just has a different size parts. So 4 times what equals 12? 4 times 3. Whatever you do to the bottom of the fraction, you have to do to the numerator of the top. 3 times 3 is 9. How many 3's go into 4? 3 times 4, or excuse me, 12. 3 times 4 equals 12, so we do the same to the top. And now the big thing is Mr. Manderfeld freaks out about is we got to write this sideways. Rewrite our new fractions. We have a new fraction. Instead of 8 1/3, we made the equivalent fraction 8 4/12 plus 4 9/12 equals 8 plus 4 is 12. And 9 plus 4 is 13/12. Uh-oh. We've got a problem here. Anybody recognize the problem? Yes, the numerator is bigger than the denominator. So what we're going to do, remember, all fractions are division problems. How do I know that? Right from here. What kind of problem is this? It's a division problem, 12 divided by 5. So right here, 13 divided by 12, it means, so just this part right here, how many 13 or 12s go into 13? 1, right? And there'd be a remainder of 1, and the denominator always stays. So 13 twelfths is really 1 and 1/12. But don't forget you got the other 12 right there. So your total then and your best answer is 13 and 1/12 for your problem of the day. All right, next, break out your homework. Looks like this. It should be in your notebook. So please get this out. We're going to correct our homework. We're going to do our flashcards. And then I'm going to introduce you to a new game and update you on the 3D printer. So here we go. Enter a value that makes the statement true. 6 times something. Remember, the letter just means we don't know the value. A value that will make it greater than 6, but less than 12. Hey, I've seen one that looks like that before. Yeah, we've done it twice now this week, 2 times. So I'm going to walk you through what kids think at first. They go, oh, let me try 1. 6 times 1, that's what you think. And 6 times 1 equals 6. But the rule says it has to be bigger than 6. So 1 does not work. You go, oh, I'm going to try 6 times 2. But you get 12, but it has to be less than 12. So you're like, wait, what? There's no number between 1 and 2. But yes, there are a million numbers. Somebody give me a mixed number between 1 and 2. Oh, I heard it out there. 1 and 1/5. 1 and 3/4. 1 and 97 1/1000ths. As long as it's a fraction that's bigger than 1 but smaller than 2, the value will be greater than 6 but less than 12. So go ahead and check. Do you have any mixed number there? All right, number 2. Mark all that apply. So there's probably more than 1. Now, we actually did this exact problem. I didn't even change the numbers. I just changed the order. The way I look at this is we're trying to get to 3, basically. Does 4 times 13, is that going to go down to 3? No. This is a 2-box area model, or a 4-box area model like this, right? But as part of that 4-box area model, you'd have to do 2 times 2, and you'd get 4. Plus, you'd have to do all the rest of it. But it's going to be much bigger than 4. It's not going to go down to 3. So then we're down to these 2. Okay? Remember, these are repeated adding or multiply over 1. So this equals 13/4. All fractions are division problems. 13 divided by 4 would be 3, remainder 1/4. Oh, yep. How about this one? Put it over 1. Multiply straight across. 26/8. How many 8s go into 26? 3, right? Which would give you 24. You'd get 2 left over out of 8. 2 8s. And you could say, nope, they don't match. But some kids understand that you can make this smaller by dividing by 2. So equivalent would be 3 1/4. And I actually just saw the 4th graders working on this when I went into Miss Graham's yesterday. So you have been doing it for a couple years. Okay, how about this one? Enter a fraction to make each statement true. How do you make 12 equal 12? Well, 12 times 1 equals 12, right? But you can't put in 1. You have to put in a fraction. So someone think out there, give me a fraction that equals 1. Oh, 6 6, sure. 12 12s, sure. 9 9s, sure. All of those would work. Let's go with 9 9s. Here comes Mr. Gilroy to warm up his coffee in the morning. Say hi to the kids. They're not live, but
TGIF, baby!
they can only hear your voice because they're looking at their homework. All right. So now on this side, we want to make 12 this side bigger. So what kind of fraction would make a number bigger? Multiplying by a fraction greater than 1, which just means the denominator has to be bigger. So let's go 4. Then whatever you put on the bottom just has to be smaller than 4. Let's go with 3. Boom, done. And finally, how do you make this side smaller? How would you make the number 12 smaller? By multiplying? You almost always, the number's going to always get bigger when you multiply, unless you multiply by a fraction. So any fraction will work. 2/3, 1/4, 1/8, whatever.
How about
All right.
1/5?
1/5 will work, Mr. Gilroy. He's warming up his coffee and he can do math while he's sleeping. All right. A rectangular prism has dimensions of 7, 6, and 8. What is the volume? So that goes back, you guys, to this blue sheet. Why we're memorizing things like this, because when you see volume, you should just automatically, your brain should go, oh, I know, length times width times height equals volume. And really, I would always go like this: blank times blank times blank equals blank. Why? Because sometimes they don't give you the 3 numbers. They want you to find one. But by doing this, you'll always have somewhere where you can put in all the numbers. So we've got 7, 6, and 8. 6 times 7 tied their shoe when they got up there. 42 times 8. Do I know what 42 times 8 is? I do not, so I'm going to try it on the side. 42 times 8. Yes, I could use the distributive method.
436?
Yeah, you did it in your head. I could do it the distributive method too, but we're going with efficiency here. 8 times 2 is 16. Carry the 1. 8 times 4, the hardest, 32. Plus 1 is 33. What'd you get? 336. Feet cubed. Remember, this is key. It's got to be cubed because you have 3 dimensions: length, width, and height. All right, got to speed up here because you guys already did this. That's why I'm going so fast. If you're just trying to copy this now, yeah, I'm going too fast. But if you did it last night, you should be good. All right, magic 0. Cover. 5 times 4 is 20. Carry the 2. 5 times 8 is 40. Plus 2 is 42. Your top row should be 420. Now we're going to kill cross magic. Let's use purple. Kill, cross, magic 0. We're on the 3. 3 times 4 is 12. Put down the 2. Carry the 1 up, way up. 3 times 8 is 24. Plus 1 is 25. Add it up. 0492. 2,940.
That was easy.
Okay, last one. Let's go with red. Not red. What should we go with? Let's go with pink. All right. Does McDonald's sell burgers Sundays? What? Okay. How many 7s go into 6? 0. 7 can't go into 6. 0 times 7 is 0. Subtract, get 6. Bring down the 9. How many 7s go into 69? 9. Because 9 times 7 is 63. Subtract, you get 6. Bring down the 4. Oh, we get to use it again. How many 7s go into 64? How about 9 again? 9 times 7 is 63. You get remainder 1. If you're in 4th grade, if you're in 5th grade, remainder 1, 7. All right, you did it. Stick with me. This is probably a good time now to take a stretch break. If you're at home, go take a 5-minute break. I'll give it to you. It's Friday. If you're with Miss Lindsay or Miss Smith, play a game, jump around, throw something. Okay, here we go. Let's go through these really quick, and then Miss Lindsay and Miss Smith, if you have the time, you can do the whole routine where they study it. We're just going to do the first 2 pages, study it and quiz them. If you're at home, maybe you could pause the video and do it with me. See how fast you can do it with me. Here we go. Length times width times height, base times height. How many inches in a foot? 12. How many ounces in a pound? 16. How many meters in a kilometer? 1,000. How many centimeters in a meter? 100. Alex has 4 friends. They share 2 pizzas. Oh, I won't get stuck. This is stuff over people. It's 2 over 4, not 4 over 2. All right. How about this? Please excuse my dear Aunt Sally. Do the order of operations. This, we're going to make the factor tree. How do you move on a coordinate grid? Over and up. All right. Let's look at page 2. Page 2. What kind of problem is this? When you multiply a fraction by a whole number, that would be repeated adding or put it over 1 and multiply straight across. What kind of problem is this? All fractions are division problems. This is 12 divided by 5. How do you do this one? What kind of problem? Multiply straight across. Oh, multiplying 2 mixed numbers, 4-box area model. How about division? As soon as I see division, I go start with the whole number, end with the whole number, start with a fraction, end with a fraction. Oh, look at it. It's adding different denominators. We just did one in problem of the day. Stack it. And finally, write this as a division problem. Easiest problem in 5th grade. It's just literally 3 divided by 4. Remember, the answers are on the back. There you go. All right. Let me stop this now and get back to me. Okay. So, 3D printer. I don't know if you had a chance. If you haven't yet, Phil, look at yesterday's homework. There's a Google form to name our puppy, our doggy. Okay, so let me grab our dog, and then I have something else to show you. So here is our doggy. So cute. Okay, we don't have a name for him yet. I also challenge anybody that wants to make him a house, just so you know he's about this big. Okay, if you want to make him a cute dog house to have him have somewhere to live while he's at school, that would be awesome. We're also thinking about painting him, just so you know. Very cute doggy. Yesterday, I printed the cat, okay? So the good news is that the 3D printer is working, and we've already got 2 successful prints. The cat is definitely not as cute. Like this, I love how this turned out. Awesome build. It actually is, like, lovable. The cat, I don't know, not so much. I do like cats. It's a little bit hard to see because it's all black, but it does have nice texture, but it's kind of boring. It's not like a cute cat just kind of standing there like, all right. But I also wanted to show you guys a video because remember, the whole point of getting the 3D printer was secretly, don't tell anybody, to make an Iron Man mask. Remember, that's the goal by the end of the year. So let me show you what I was working on last night. Now, this isn't printed yet, and this is going to be a much more difficult print, but I think I have it pulled up. Let me see here. It's just a very, oh, here it is.
Okay, so this is my program here. And this is the faceplate for the Iron Man.
I hear myself, but I can't see it. Oh, there it is.
And there's the print. It says it's going to take 17 hours, 56 minutes to print.
So it's going to take 18 hours. Now, this isn't the whole helmet. This is just the face shield. So I got the software that we need. I got the piece that's going to 3D print. I think I have it in the right format. Now I'm just going to put it in. I don't think I'm going to start it today because I'm not going to be here for 18 hours. I'm going to have to wait till next week. But take a look.
Use 140 grams of filament.
Okay, so I just wanted to show you that hopefully you guys could see that. I'm not sure if it played or not. So yeah, the dream is real. I'm still working on it. Hopefully by the end of the year, we'll be able to hold that Iron Man mask in my hand. I don't even know how big it will be. I don't know if it'll be the first one will be big enough to put on our head, but once it's painted and we do all the things, it'll be epic. Another thing that you guys get to be proud of out of this distance learning year. All right, so I have one more thing for you guys to do. I'm not sure what kind of time you have, either at home or with Miss Lindsay and Miss Smith, but if you do have time, I would love for you to check this out. I have a game that I would like you to do called Boddle, Boddle. So wait, let me find the... Oh yeah, I wanted to show you this. Okay, so watch this short video. It's a open world math game that I would like you guys to sign up for. If you want, this is kind of optional, but it may give Miss Lindsay and Miss Smith, if the kids like it, when you guys have extra time, they could work on it. I don't know if there's such thing as extra time. But you do get to design your character, which might just be fun to design your character today. But it has games built into it. You're a little bottle of water that gets filled up as you answer questions. You see, you get your character. All right, so the important part here, fifth graders, is the class code, okay? So once you go to Boddle, let me see if I can see what it'll look like for you. Boddle, Boddle Learning, looks like this. I think you go to play game. Now it's probably gonna log me in because I'm already logged in. But for you, you have to sign up, and then after you sign up, somewhere it asks for a class code, and here's the class code, okay? Either pause the video now and write it down or get it from Miss Lindsay and Miss Smith. It's 8ZLK6P. 8ZLK6P. Yeah. So I think you can sign in with Google. If not, make up your own. Don't do clever, but I think or create a new account. You guys will figure it out. Try to sign in with Google first and see if it lets you. And if it does, and then it asks for the class code, you got it. If not, create a new account and then use the class code. I hope it works for you. I know it did work for the distance learning kids. That's all I got. Have a great weekend, and I'll see you guys on Monday.